Hey guys, Redbeard here. Hey, look, man, it's Saturday. Got out. Where have I been this week? Uh, I've been in Ohio, Mount Vernon, and one of the cool things about going to Ohio is there's not a lot, but the aerial facility was really nice. But then on the way home, I swung through Cleveland Power and Performance, and I picked up some goodies. So we made a little short about it last night, whatnot. I thought maybe we'd do a little inventory of what I picked up. And all I can say is the guys are really easy to work with. They had an amazing selection of parts. It's wild how many. It's pretty sad, actually, how many Hellcats and SRTs don't make it through the first year or two. But anyway, these guys are giving them a second chance. But just going through, I did not get this from Cleveland. I already had this, got this from an individual. This is a fairly rare 370 Hellcat rear diff, come out of a manual transmission Hellcat. So the 370 is kind of hard to get. They do, I believe they make a 390 as well, and that may be on the Trackhawks. I'm not 100% sure where to even find those, but I know there's probably 50 260 to ones for every one 370 to one or more. These are a lot harder to find, so pretty excited to have this. This is going to give us a little more off the line with the extra heft of the vehicle we're playing with. I picked up some front spindles, nothing wrong with that. That is going to be interesting because the upper A-arms tie into the unibody, so I'm going to have to recreate that with tube. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm going to be reaching out to somebody that's got even a V6, any kind of full-size Mopar, somewhat modern, that scrapping out of some. I may need to cut some frame rail sections out to get some measurements off of. We'll sort that out. But they gave me some. They sold me really cheap some struts for mock-up. We're going to be going air over, so I really wasn't too worried about it. I did pick up this. I don't even know that it's a good core, but I got to tell you, we'll definitely have it tore down and taken a look at. But I did pick up an HP70. 8 HP70 transmission housing out of a 6.4 Scat Pack, and the valve body's been removed, the oil pan's off. Basically picked it up from mock-up, but who knows, man. I'm not finding anything broke on the housing, so I believe the housing is going to be salvageable. We'll just have to see. We're going to probably rebuild it. We're going to rebuild whatever we use anyway, but this will allow me to order that adapter plate, flex plate, and everything from that Scandinavian country. I can't remember if it's Sweden or Norway. Anyway, there's some freaks over there putting Viper engines in their BMWs. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but BMW uses a similar transmission. Well, use the same housing. So they make an adapter plate over there. Kind of interesting. It seems like a real niche market, but I'll take it as it gives me the opportunity to run what I want. Picked this up. This is a rear end out of a 6.4 Scat Pack. This is I want to say it was a 2019. Anyway, it's a 2015, 2020, all the parts I have here. So everything will match up, and that's going to make it easier when I go to get brakes. Like the spindles are the same year as the rear, all that stuff. Everything is 15 to 20 is the year range. So again, I got the shocks and the coil springs, all the control arms. This one's even got rotors and calipers. Maybe I'll reuse the rotors and calipers, clean them up. But anyway, everything's complete. Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with this. This is going to be a little interesting to bend tube over and mount, but I've got a plan. Believe it or not, I've got a plan. I think it's going to work out just fine. I do have a front subframe up here, and it's actually turned backwards. But anyway, I'll be able to fab my motor mounts up. Might even be able to go right off the top of the Hemi motor mounts that are on here. Again, this was set up for a 6.4. I don't know that there's any difference in the exterior of the block between the 6.4 and the 5.7. For all I know, they're interchangeable on motor mounts and whatnot. I've not really messed with the two side by side a whole lot. But this is going to be where I make the cradle for the Viper engine. And one thing I messed up on, I didn't grab the rack and pinion steering. Probably should have done that. May have to get that coming this week because you're going to need to make sure the Viper engine clears that, because that could make life pretty difficult later on if it doesn't clear at the beginning. But we got that. spindles again, like the upper A arms, what I'm worried about on this, but they're going to be air over. And then I got these beauties. Man, I'm not even sure how you get that much curb rash. And there's actually a chunk of sidewall missing. This one here is blowing out. I believe she went flat during the burnout or something. That's pretty nice. Here we go. Big old scuff mark and like a hole in the tread. Sidewall. I don't even know how you pull that off, but they did it. And these are the 20 by 9.5. These are just 20 by 9s. And again, they just hooked me up with some rollers. Something to move around the shop and start taking measurements and whatnot. I'm probably going to end up going with like the 20 by 11s is what I want to do. I do think I want to stick to a Hellcat rim, like not a knockoff. I want to go with a factory set. There's enough guys upgrading. It shouldn't be that big a deal to get some sourced out later on. But got the rims, the subframes, transmission housing, a bunch of sundries and all this. Got that all picked up yesterday. So today, I'm just trying to put pen to the paper and start laying out a game plan for how we're going to pin this up and make this chassis. So with a little luck, I'll be ready to make a tube order first of the week. Anyway, check y'all in a bit. Look at that, guys. Sneak peek of Redbeard's Overthunk Junk's new lair. Anyway, this all in works. A few things are changing. We got some framing going on, got some floorboards going in. Man. Anyway, guys, this is pretty similar to what it's going to look like when it's done. Looking forward to it. Oh, man, that's hot. Oh, look, we're going to build a house, too. This is some renderings. Good buddy Matt is working on for us. Got a few tweaks to make, but if you notice, there's no sheetrock anywhere in the interior. Everything's going to be Galvalume Apex panel. So a few things are going to change, fireplace placement, stuff like that. But overall, it's going to be like one big studio. Getting pretty excited about all this. Who's that in the bedroom? So here's that shot of the exterior again. This will actually be up against like a waterfall. Got a little patio up front. But what I wanted to talk about was we may put a 2-foot lift kit on the entire building. Pour the side walls up and lift everything. So we're still playing with options on that as well.
Hey guys.
Whoa! What are you doing down here?
On? Uh-oh. You made a mess.
I did. We should redo that.
We should redo that. Did you get it all over you?
Just
it's all over you.
You know what I should do?